Hello, Earth Signs. I'm Lambie. This is Pocket Watch. Let's get started. Happy November, by the way. All right, this is for Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and well, that actually, you know what? I think that's just quite enough. I think you guys handle that sector pretty well. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Okay, so I automatically see bowling. So I don't know if you guys want to go out with friends or really feeling. I feel like a lot of guys going out bowling, having a good time. Everybody's really into sell. Everything is very like for the tradition. Like it could be kind of cold out. Um, but you guys are like everybody's dressed kind of nice. It's a lot of fun. I see like a lot of eating out with like friends. So I don't know if like this is like something that happens like a couple times a week and you're just like always going out with groups of friends. You guys are just always linking up. Maybe it's a whole bunch of people's birthday and so almost like let's say every weekend maybe there you guys are celebrating somebody's birthdays. Um yeah, I see. Yeah, you have a very busy November. Also, like even elderly, like you may have a lot of people in your family, aunties, uncles, their birthdays, just family like dinners. So where you're out with your cousins and stuff. Like that's what I think I could see too. Like, everybody's like just having a good time. It's good to see you guys, by the way. Yeah. So good to see you guys. Um, okay, so that one's come out. Yeah. Somebody wants to reach out to you. Um to see how you're doing. So, yeah, somebody that you were with, somebody you were intimate with before, they want to reach out to you in a regular way to see how you're doing. I feel like it could be somebody that you have had a child with, somebody that you had a child with, like a baby mother or a baby father want to reach out and just ask you how you're doing because maybe the child said something about you that was like nice or it could also even be even concerning or something like that or um maybe when a niece or a nephew said something to someone, maybe you got, they just, it could be something really nice or something they even said. And so that person's like, you know what, I really want to know how they're doing. They could even see a picture with you and a child on a social media and they want to ask, how are you? How is being a single parent or how is it like, whatever it is, somebody wants to, start a conversation about that and they're genuinely concerned. If it's somebody that you were intimate with before or anything like that, it's not a big deal. They're just kindly wanting to ask you how you're doing. um and that's all. They just feel that way. It's not like they're trying to hit on you. They're not trying to hit on you. So yeah. um you just have you have people that have been standoffish with you before, so it came out like this. You had people who've been standoffish with you before, and people never got back to that area with you to be very playful and to um just to feel that kind of love. So if you have been putting up some walls with some people, then by all means just know that um you've done by doing if you've done it to certain people, you've done it to probably more people than you can really count or even took notice of. And so if you feel like people are distant from you, or why don't you speak to certain people, or why don't you have certain connections, or why people even feel the need to even reach out, is because they're just genuinely concerned about you. Okay, they're genuinely concerned about you. I'm going to take those two. That's wonderful. Yeah, so I feel like in a community, there's people that's asking, like, where is this person? You used to be very important. If you stopped coming to like certain events or doing something, there's people that are truly missing you, whether it's in the church, whether it's on a dance floor, whether it's in any kind of community. There's somebody who already had certain ideas about you and about where you were going to go, and they're just kind of curious about where you're at and what happened. Okay. Um, again, this is like for, the strength, that you have, and the playfulness that you have. You trying to seek that to come back, right? You want to be a playful person, literally. Okay. You want to have fun in life. Some of you may even want a pet. Okay. It's that time, it's that season to where you want to play with something, with someone. And also there's people that are just thinking about you, and they want you to be a part. They feel like, they feel like you had a lot of strength. They feel like you had strength about you that they wanted to further learn about. Okay. And so if that's what's going on, you're on people's mind. Okay. So I'm sorry that, yeah, I'm just writing this down because I got to make sure that I be on point about what's going on with your reading when I title it. But I just feel like definitely right now you're on a lot of people's mind. And so if it's dealing with intimacy, somebody wants you to show up with them. Okay, they want you to show up in front of family, or they want you to show up to certain endeavors. They definitely, I think they also, if you want, I think you could also invite, like, say, well, let's have a hotel. Even if you guys usually are fine with both housing, for some of these events, if you guys are gonna be meeting in something, it could be very relieving to have a meeting, to go back to a hotel. Say, okay, well, if people usually stay at the event for 9 hours, we're only going to stay for 5. If they stay for 5 hours, we're only going to stay for 2.5 to 3 hours. And then we're going to go and, maybe get a little bit of dessert. And then we're going to go and, relax at a hotel. Maybe, hopefully they have like a hot tub, a really nice shower, or something like that. Okay. So that's something that you can do if it has to do with anybody intimately that wants you, that's looking forward to you, somebody that you have a child with, anything like that, in a way to where you do want to be personal with them, and that is a possibility. That's the route that it's going. If you're on somebody's mind and it's in a way of where they just genuinely care about you and thinking about you, it's because you have been standoffish, you have been building separation between you and certain people, and they're just trying to reach out, just to make sure that you're still the same person, just to make sure that you genuinely feel good and feel okay. Super, super important. And you could be feeling this way about somebody else as well. It's always okay to ask. Okay? It's always okay to ask. If nothing comes out of these cards, I'm going to move right into a couple of other ones. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Sorry. Be kind and be careful. It is politics time right now. I usually never take this card as full-blown politics, but today is voting day in America. And so go ahead and feel free to share your ideas. I think that's strange that I would encourage that, but I think that's something I would definitely say. In my youth, I would not have the brightest ideas. So when it comes to this, I'm just saying that it's okay to share who you voted for. It's okay to share your ideas about voting. It's okay to not share certain ideas. It's okay to not even, it's okay to share more things that are important in life and what's really going on. It's okay to have people be invited over and watch certain movies and have good food and talk, and then bring up a discussion about politics just a little bit. You don't have to have politics in the forefront or anything like that, but just know that it seems as if both politics or politicians are people who you may not really recognize are not for the greater good from both sides. Okay, so maybe it's true that both could be lacking in several different areas, and these areas are just not good for the people. But who knows, right? But it's just, just an intent for you guys who are really good with voting and things like that, and really are into every person, every candidate and everybody, that's just like Senate and everything like that, right? If you know about each and every person that's coming up, not just the person that you want to win, but everybody, then just know that no matter what, just share your ideas and share your thoughts and share how no matter who wins, you guys are still going to be pushing towards something good, right? Okay. So I'm going to, let me do just a little bit more with you guys. Earth signs. And then we're going to figure out what's going to go a little bit personal with you guys. And I'm going to stream this off of what's going to go personal, okay? So take this. Take this as the lead. Whoa. Thank you, sir. The Arrow Master. Hitting the mark, intention, detachment. Okay, so I don't know if I was just saying the arrow with you guys. I think I was using the arrow thing with the water signs and they weren't probably feeling it. But ideally, you guys got your eye on something specifically. Okay, and so it's so good because the last sign, they had an arrow. I literally said you guys have an arrow and every bow and arrow in the hand, but you don't know what, where, how, or why, what you're doing with it. Okay, you guys do know. You guys already have it pulled back. Ooh, that is refreshing and relieving to see. Let's start out with Capricorn. Let's get a little bit deeper with you. Ooh, I am just, some of these cards are a little bit newer, and so I didn't know how they were going to incorporate and what they were going to do. So, this is really good that I'm able to see what's going on. All right, so yeah, somebody has, you see, well, here, I'll bring the devil up to you. There you go. So yeah, we have the devil card right there. So somebody is thinking of just, some attachment, some fun. Yeah. Capricorn, somebody's just thinking about some good old fun. Just meeting up. You could be already attached to somebody, but somebody done already Cupid that already shot his shot, but it's not the average Cupid, okay? It's not the average Cupid. It ain't for love, it's for lust. Somebody just trying to see about you, okay, Capricorn? Is there anything else? Is there any other reason? Somebody, if you've been dealing with somebody before, they just want to come in and dip in. They know you're not fully available, but by all means, if there's somebody want to come and do certain drugs or whatever the case, and I'm not trying to say heavy drugs, I'm not doing all that, I'm not saying that, but somebody that wants you to come out and just be drinking and partying and acting a fool and stuff for their own fun. Somebody wants you to come out for their own personal need, okay, for their own personal appetite. And so that's what they're thinking about, you Capricorn. High Priestess came out, and so yeah, this person is a business person. They have everything really put together, and they feel like you're their little play toy. So if you're a male, this female's like, this is my little play toy, and I just gotta have it. They could be already with somebody as well, and so that's just something to think about. That whatever this is, if you're a female and this is coming in for you, it's just letting it be known that somebody is looking at you and they know that you may belong to somebody else, or they don't feel like they should really have a chance with you, but they want to take their shot anyway. If they take their shot, is it yes or no for you? That's really up to you. If you don't really like the person, but you kind of thinking about it, whoop-de-wop, then by all means, whew, that's hard. I don't want to say flip a coin. Here, let me, how can I clarify it? Let me clarify it for you real quick. If it's somebody that you may not be that interested in, but they shoot they shot anyway, or it's an endeavor, you're trying to figure out if you should deal with this person and how you feeling. Okay. I would say, yeah, because if the person's kind of out of this world, it's kind of weird. Tower coming down, it's going to be a situation that you ain't felt before, something you ain't dealt with before. The person is really off to themselves anyway, so when I say they want to dip in and what they want to do, that's all they really want to do. They could be very standoffish, they could have other things going on in life. You could be very relieving under them, so they shot shooting their arrow because they want to feel good right away. You're somebody who could do that for them, Capricorn. All right, so what we got going on here is Taurus, okay? So Taurus, tell me what you're feeling right now during this holiday season. Happy November to you, by the way. Hopefully you got, some attire. Hopefully you got some attire that you really like to go out and strut and be good during the season. I feel like you guys like to wear creams, browns, whites, and things of the sort. Yeah, there's a suitor that's coming. It's somebody that you already know. It's an endeavorment, If it's a job endeavorment, it's a position that basically had already been sitting in the email or sitting on the table for a couple of months or something like that. If it's a person, it's somebody who you already know this person. You may have went out with them once or twice, but you let it flow away. Now they're standing there and they're looking at you and they're like, okay, you're single. I know you are. and I know that I should have an opportunity with you. Or somebody's like, your business is down, or you're not doing this because COVID, or whatever's going on. So I know you have these extra hours to come in and work, and I know the pay would be good. Don't I know the hours are good. I know this and that. Just come in and whoop-dee. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm thinking. So, do I need anything to clarify? Oh, I have something right here. Do I need anything to clarify? Okay. Yeah, I see a young person. I see a young man trying to take a stab at an idea, and it's saying definitely go for it. I see a young person. It's not a young man. Definitely go for it. I see you guys trying to create a team. I see you guys trying to create something to where a group of you guys can get together and make collaboration. I feel like you guys, if it's gamers or something like that, or sports, or whatever it is, even fantasy football, all that, like, go ahead and go for that. Go ahead and do that. That's what I feel. I feel like you guys, Taurus, you guys are trying to get that done. If it's a group of ladies, you guys are probably maybe trying to set up certain kind of wine nights and stuff like that. Seeing if you guys can, just get the community together, get your community people together. Okay. So, Virgo, please let me know what you have going on. I'm always interested anyway. So, let me know what you have going on in this reality. And this is for Virgo. So, Virgo, let's see what you have. And I'm sorry to be hitting the table so much, but it feels so good to have them. Some went forward, some came back. I'm going to take the one that came back. Okay, so perfect. This one was the only one that was back. I feel like you're really sitting back. A lot of people are chucking forward, trying to do a whole bunch of things, have a lot of plans. You're feeling good where you're at. You're sitting where you're at. You're feeling like, you know what? Me and mine, we're just chilling right here. I'm not going to buy too much. I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to react too much. I'm not going to do that much. I'm going to do what I got to do for myself. And so, yeah, you're not like really pushing out. Yeah, but there is somebody or something that you're trying to do that you want to come through on. Okay, so something that you are going to move towards. It just seems like you're not going to move when everybody else is moving, or you're not going to move towards you're not going to move in a whole bunch of different directions. Okay. And so, just a clarification on what are we, moving for? Okay. So we're moving towards a possibility. We're moving towards something that, could possibly be, if I'm not mistaken, so some fire sign or whatnot, or if it's going to be somebody who you have chemistry with, it's going to be moving towards someone who is going to be a possibility or opportunity or a lifetime type of a thing. Something's going to be really thin strand. If you don't take it now, it may, fizzle out, or you may not deal with it then. And so I think that's why you may be coming out right now and saying, okay, well, let me shoot in and deal with this right now. It is an opportunity. The opportunity meaning the person could be someone who's not going to be single for a long time. This job opening's not going to be open for a long time. Somebody's not going to be in town. Family is maybe not be in town. You may want to jump up and really build something with family members, certain endeavorments, or share certain gifts or certain thoughts or something with them. And you want certain people to be there. And so when she's pouring like this, it has to go through in a sense. There is no pause. There is no back. It's a good flow. Once it's poured in, it's in. If you want to pour it back, then by all means, that is one piece too. And so that's kind of how you're thinking about it. Let me just go in with this and see how it is. Okay. So yes, we got everybody there, and that's perfect. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, my earth signs. I'm so happy to see you always, always, always. Going to see you soon and again. Let me know if you like me reading like this. Instead of reading you guys just as your personal one, please leave me a comment and let me know that. Then I'll be able to probably just do that for everybody. Thanks a lot.